If you've ever gotten the sense that I'm not telling you everything, your intuition is right. And today I'm telling you what those things are and why I don't talk about them. What I'm about to tell you is true, and to some of you it may seem very obvious why I don't tell you these things. But to others, it will give you insight into my thinking to help you better understand me. Number one, I don't tell you where I am. And if I do tell you, it's because I know that by the time I post about it, I will be long gone. That should be something that anyone posting on social media these days should understand. None of you should be letting anyone know in real time where you are, unless it's somebody that you want to know where you are. That said, even though I have been extremely careful about that, there have been times when I have been at events or meetups or on live streams that make it obvious where I am. I don't do that anymore, and here's why. I actually saw another creator friend of mine, Regretless, post on her channel a few weeks ago now about this very subject, and it prompted me to also say something about it. I've hesitated to talk about it before because I didn't want to sensationalize it or have it cause fear in anybody. But last year I had a stalker situation and only family and close friends knew about it. And fortunately, my dad is a police officer and was able to notify the appropriate authorities and get the situation handled right away and give me step by step to handle the situation. But that's one of the reasons why I haven't been to any events or meetups in the last year or so. I was actually told by the police to avoid situations like that. And everything is settled now. I'm safe, my family is safe, but I wanted to tell you so that you could understand. I didn't say anything for a long time because I really love when people come up to me and say hello, and I didn't want anybody to ever hesitate or feel like that would be threatening to me in any way. So please do not ever feel that way. I also can't stress enough that in my experience, 99.9% of people out there are wonderful, great humans. And so that is something that makes me feel safe. And also in my experience, people really watch out for one another, especially on the road. So enough of that. It's lunchtime. For similar reasons, I don't tell you when I'm alone. I do love my solitude, and there are times when I am off somewhere totally alone. But often, even when you see me doing my own thing, I am with a group of people that I'm traveling with. And I have a few people who know my exact location at all times. So even when I'm alone, I am never really alone. And I have an upcoming video where I'm going to be talking about all of that, so stay tuned. Despite the fact that I have a YouTube channel, I am actually a very private person. So you will rarely hear me talk about personal details of my life that have nothing to do with van life. I really try to have content that is for those of you who may be in the same season of life as I am, and who are either mildly interested in van life or being on the road in some way, shape, or form, full-time, part-time, weekends. And I really want this channel to be somewhere you can come and get good ideas and added value and insight into this type of lifestyle. It may even be for some who are not in this season of life and maybe have more experience being on the road. But my focus is really on those who want more information. So there is a lot that I don't tell you about my life and what is going on because it has nothing to do with van life. So there is a lot in my life that I don't share. A lot of it is for privacy reasons. It's the same when I'm in a group of people. I usually don't film because I feel like it's an intrusion on their privacy, unless it makes sense because I'm around my friends and we're all filming each other. I also don't share a lot about my favorite places. And that's partly because I think it's more fun when you can go and discover those places on your own. It makes it more adventurous when you stumble across something that feels like you're discovering for the first time. Another reason is because I'm protective of the space. If I find something pristine and magical, I really don't want others to find out where it is. I sometimes give general locations, but I keep the specifics to a minimum so that those areas can be little hideaways. I move around a lot anyway, so I'm rarely in the same place twice, even if it is one of my favorite places. So giving away my favorite spaces is something I don't tell you. I also largely keep my opinions to myself. And that stems from some of the things that I've already said about being more of a private person and wanting my channel to be more about the information and value gained than any controversy. There are appropriate forums for debates and discussions about controversial topics, but my channel is not one of them. As I said, my goal is to share information in an entertaining way as possible so that you can have new ideas and real solutions as you figure out life on the road. If you want to dive into more tips about life on the road, you can tap the screen here. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.